What is up, YouTube? How's everybody out there doing today? I hope you guys are having a great freaking day. This is going to be a first intro because I have a second intro coming up to you here in a little minute. But I want to let you guys all freaking know, first link in the description, the Operation Bootcamp Build t-shirts. Third phase t-shirts are live, or they should be live by now, and you can purchase either all 3 t-shirts, or you can purchase the third phase t-shirts if you already have the first and second phase t-shirts of Operation Bootcamp Build for Zach's 97 Integra build, which is what you're gonna be seeing today in this video. We're doing some cool stuff, so stay tuned and wait till the end because we got a little discussion to do. We have to talk to you too. I'm gonna say this again because I'm recording this later in the day compared to earlier in the day. But you know how YouTube works. We gotta record different times and make it make sense. So yeah, go check out the link in the description below, guys, and get your t-shirts. Your third phase t-shirts are freaking good to go. Go get them, guys, go get them. What is up, YouTube? How's everybody out there doing today? I hope you guys are having a fabulous freaking day. We are actually up in the good old capital of Pennsylvania, which is Harrisburg. We're actually going to Lemoyne, where JS Coatings is, and we're picking up Zach's powder coated parts. So let's get there. Oh, tearing up because I'm so sad. Let's get to JS Coatings and take a look at these parts, guys. And then we got a little bit of a story to tell here of some stuff going on. So stay tuned. Oh yeah. I'm sorry, I had to do it. I just had to do it, guys. All right, guys, we're up here at JS Coating picking up, and you probably see some of the pieces behind us, picking up some of the parts that he powder coated for Zach's cars. And he's so happy. So happy to powder coat these parts, weren't you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
He's freaking happy. But we're gonna look at some parts here. So we got piping done. So the piping's done. So we got all the piping done. I wasn't sure which piping I would need for his turbo kit, so I got it all done. Got it all done. Fuck it. But some of it I'll use, some of it I won't use, obviously. But we decided to go, obviously, with a pearl white, which looks really, really nice. And I'm going to show you what it looks like kind of in the cloudy. We have, like, rain coming. It's been storming up here in PA. But he also did the Mugen valve cover and the turbo cold side as well. And as you guys know, the hot side and the header are again ceramic coated. They should be done here within the next week or so. But he always does a good job. You always do a good job.
I try.
Like, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. Like, fuck something up for once.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Comment below. This is going to look really, really nice underneath that beautiful hood that everybody loves so much.
I like it.
He likes it. See? Like that's one.
I like it.
There's 5,000 others that hate it. I don't know why. Yeah, well, Jinx. I don't know why people hate the hood, but people like the, there's a bigger majority of people that hate the hood than they do that they like the hood. Like, most people are like, we hate that fucking hood, like it sucks. Like, get it off of there.
But if you're gonna dress up your engine bay, why not have something to show it off?
And that's why we're doing this. See, guys, it's all coming together. It's all coming together. That's why we're doing this powder coating, because then you can look down the engine bay and see everything very nicely and very clean set up. So let's go pack this stuff, get in the trunk of the car, the trunk of the good old GTP here, and then it'll be story time. All right, got all the parts in the trunk. We're gonna close her. Woo! Thank you, buddy. I gotta go, very busy, must leave now. Well, we're basically gonna do some more stuff to this thing, actually, and we're gonna make it look a million times better. You guys are gonna like this. We just got done picking up our parts from the powder coater, JS Coatings, and we're not going to be putting those on, but we just definitely had to go get those and get them back here, which is fine. We're going to let them sit for a little bit, but we got some other cool stuff we're going to do to this thing. All right, first and foremost, if you don't know what the hell's going on here, this is my kid's 1997 Acura Integra LS with a B20 VTEC engine in it. And he is currently in Marine Corps boot camp with only a few weeks left to go. And then he becomes a Marine and graduates September 30th. And we will be hopefully surprising him with this car, which we have a little storytelling to do at the end. We have a risk of him finding out that this car is done. There is a risk, a actual risk of him finding out this car is done before we see him September 30th. So we have to discuss that at the end of the video. So stay tuned to continue to watch and give me your suggestions below. This is very, very serious, guys. Very, very serious. But regardless, first link in the description, we are selling t-shirts, Operation Bootcamp Build t-shirts, to help sponsor this beautiful car. And look at the shimmer from the tech wrap. Pearl white tech wrap. It's just a nice wrap. We wrapped the car, we put wheels and tires on the car, we put this really cool, awesome hood that everybody seems to love on the car. One question that I get a lot is, why does the hood pop up in the back like this, Andy? Well, it's because he has the little vent blocks on there. I don't know if you guys can see that. That came with the car, and I kind of like them, to be honest, so I kept it on. That's why the hood kind of pops up. So don't think it's some big mistake or anything. It's just that's the way it's supposed to be for the hood. Other than that, we have a nice ATOTO radio that we got to put in here. Eventually, we have a full B18 fully forged engine sitting over here that we need to install probably one of these weekends at nighttime or something when I have some time. That's there. Then we have a full turbo system as well. Headers getting ceramic coated. Hot side of the turbo is getting ceramic coated. I need a freaking haircut. I just haven't had time to do anything really. And we just obviously, as you seen in the beginning of this video, we just got that back all of the powder coating of the cold side stuff. So that's pretty neat and cool. So that's all done and ready to go for the car. So what we're going to be doing today, which is going to be pretty neat here, it's actually going to let this thing look really, really cool, is I ended up getting some of this stuff right here, guys. Some of this 415 caliper paint, superior heat resistant coating. We got some of that, and I figure while I'm working on customers' vehicles, I will put this up on the lift, take the wheels off, and put a couple coats of paint on these calipers. Take these calipers off real quick and let them hang, you know, because I don't want to disconnect the line. Let them hang, take the brackets off, paint the brackets, sit them, like hang them up somewhere real quick. And then, you know, as I'm working on cars, I can let this paint dry and then squeeze on over here for a few minutes and put another coat on throughout the day while I'm doing other stuff in the shop that I need to be getting done. So I figure, you know, try to use my time a little wisely here and get multiple things done at once. But I figured that'd be a cool little video. Plus, the red, I think, will look very good behind these wheels that we had powder coated from JS Coating as well. Definitely the calipers are going to look really, really neat, you know, especially with them all being red. And the reason why I picked red is because we might actually have a seat sponsorship, and I cannot tell you who it is. I cannot tell you who it is, but if we do, we are going to get the seats hopefully in a red or a black and red. I don't know yet. I think it's going to accent the car really, really nice with the white, but I can't tell you who it is. It's a big company. It's a big company. If we get a sponsorship, I am going to, well, not only am I going to be super duper freaking happy, but Zach is going to, I think that's going to be the most expensive part of the car, to be honest. But we'll see what happens in the future here if we do get this sponsorship from this seat company. Hopefully we do. I'm talking to them right now, filling out all the required sponsorship forms and agreements and yada, 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 all that stuff. So hopefully that happens. And also, like I said, we have the ATOTO radio that we also need to put in. We'll be doing a video later on about that. I don't know when yet. But other than that, the car's coming together very, very good, guys. So let's get her up in the air, get all these wheels off, and take the calipers off real quick. And, you know, I got some paintbrushes here. I'm going to become a caliper painter now and put our first coat of paint on these calipers, and then go do what I got to do for the day, and then come back, and maybe this afternoon I'll put another coat on, because obviously I got to let it dry. So I don't have all day to wait around and watch paint dry. So I'll do other stuff while the paint's drying, guys. So let's get this thing up in the air and get these wheels off. Now, as you can see, I have a new caliper back here, which is fine. And then we have the old calipers rest of the way around this car. So these are blue. For some reason, somebody painted them blue. I have no idea why. But what we're going to do is we're going to basically take the caliper off, let the caliper hang, paint the caliper on the car, and then take these brackets. We're actually going to take the bracket off, clean them up, wash them up with some brake clean, and paint them separately off the car. I think we're going to do that with all the brackets, actually. Well, maybe not the back. I think the back can stay on too. Maybe what I'll do, well, no, I'll still take this off and take these apart. Maybe I'll take the rear brackets off too as well, because obviously I'm not going to be painting back here, you know what I mean? I'm just going to be painting the face of the caliper right here, the bracket, and most of back here as well. Back here doesn't really need to be dealt with. I'll touch it up a little bit, but no one's going to see that back there. The wheels are going to be hiding it. This is basically just to make everything look kind of cool through the wheels. I think somebody said blue, but obviously you can see these are blue already. I mean, it's not a good blue. Somebody commented painting them blue, but I just don't think blue would really coincide very well with a dark wheel. So that's why I want to go with red. So let's get all these calipers apart and hanging, and then we can start painting. All right, so we have our calipers off, or we have our caliper brackets off. We have our calipers sitting up here. We're gonna go ahead and brake clean everything off, make it look nice and shiny and clean and no dirt. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave them up here like this and paint them up there. That way I don't have to disconnect anything. Same on that side. Here's our other caliper brackets. And then these guys I'm just gonna let hang right there and clean them up with some brake clean, make them nice and pretty again, and then put these on the table over here. I cleaned off the table a little bit. I'm going to sit them on this table, and I'm going to paint them here and let them dry. Hopefully they dry within a day. I'm going to put 2 coats on, so hopefully the first coat dries while I'm doing some other things, and then I can come in, you know, in an hour or so, do the other coat. And there's some dirt right there. Come on, dirt. We don't need you on there. There we go. There we go. That's a little bit better. And then put the second coat on, and hopefully the second coat does the trick. This 415 stuff is pretty dang good. If you guys remember, I painted my LB7 block gold with this stuff, and it held up pretty good. It's really, really good stuff. So hopefully that does it. So let's get everything prepped. Let's get those on the table. Let's put our first coat on, guys. All right, we found a problem. We found a problem, and I can't let it go. One of Zach's calipers is damaged. Let's show you guys here. Right there, that thing's ripped. It's just a dust cover, but you know, I gotta replace it, guys. I gotta replace it. Guys, I just popped open this red paint, and I'm gonna be honest with you. That is freaking red. Like, that is red, guys. These things are gonna look freaking crazy in red. Freaking crazy. Alrighty, well, first coat is on. Obviously, I didn't do that caliper because we have another one coming, but first coat is on. I got most of the front and the side here, obviously, and you can already tell it's pretty dang red, guys. Let's look at the back. So we're definitely gonna have to do a couple coats. I would say minimum 2 coats on these calipers to make them look really, really good. But you can already see that red 415 paint is definitely doing the job, and it's gonna look freaking sexy with the calipers or the caliper brackets in place as well. More than likely, you know, this is gonna be one of those videos where you're gonna see a finished product in the next video, because I gotta let this dry and everything. But we're gonna keep painting. We're gonna put another coat on, let it sit for a little bit, put another coat of paint on these, and then maybe even put a third coat on, because like I said, I have to wait for this caliper to come, so I gotta paint that caliper while it's off of the car, which will be easier to do it off the car on the bench over there. But yeah, guys, not looking bad at all. I think that red is really gonna make that white pop a lot. Alrighty, so we have our out of the box. We have our brake caliper and new stuff. Look at that new stuff. Brake caliper and new bracket. We're gonna spray. Come here. We're gonna spray this all down and clean it up, get all the oil and grease off of this thing, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna paint the caliper and the bracket. Well, should we put the caliper on first maybe? Yeah, we'll probably put the caliper on first and paint the caliper on the car, mainly because I gotta bleed it before we paint it. Or, yeah, I don't know. We'll figure something out. Maybe we'll paint it off the car and then let it dry overnight and then reinstall in the morning. I don't know. But we got another caliper. The main point is we got another caliper, guys. Oh my God. So I ended up putting this caliper on and bleeding it. That way I have no chance of brake fluid getting all over the new paint. But we went around and did a light coat again on all the calipers. They are looking really red, like super duper red, guys. Put a little bit more on the back ones here. Look how red that is. That's crazy. Oh my God, crazy red. Look at that, guys. It's gonna look stupid freaking good behind the wheels. And then we have the brackets. They're all pretty much done and painted where they need to be painted. That's a new one, and this is an old one. That's an old one. You can definitely tell which bracket's old and which one's new. But I wasn't gonna buy new brackets and new brake calipers just because there's no need for it. If these ain't bad, there's no reason to replace them. So we're basically letting the brake clean dry on this caliper here, and we're gonna paint that one. And then we're gonna put this entire thing back together. But unfortunately, you guys aren't gonna see that till the next video because I gotta end this one. But yes, the next video that you guys see come out is going to be not only installing the radio in Zach's Integra, but also we'll be showing you the finished product of what these red calipers look like behind his Motegi gunmetal gray wheels, which will be freaking amazing. I think you guys are gonna be like, holy smokes, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna look really, really good. I'm actually very, very happy with the way the calipers are looking. And yeah, not much further to go with these, and we can put it all back together, which takes like 10 minutes. Put brakes back on an Integra. That's not that big of a deal. But there you go, guys. So now we're gonna drive home. And, you know, I got some stuff done here at the shop, which is awesome. Got this, you know, ready to go early tomorrow morning. I'm gonna get up extra early tomorrow morning, and I'm gonna put this thing back together, which will be, everything will be nice and dry and set and good. And, but yeah, let's get in the car and let's have a couple minutes of a little talk that you guys have been waiting for. We might have a problem with surprising Zach with this car. And for the ones that have stuck around to the end of the video, thank you very much. You're gonna hear the problem. It might be a serious problem. So let's get in the car. Let's get in the good old GTP and let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. All right, guys. So we got a little problem. We got a little problem, and the little problem is Zach wrote me, and he told me in his letter that after Crucible, which is next week, next Saturday, he'll become a Marine. Next Saturday, not this coming Saturday, but next Saturday, if you're watching this video, right when it comes out, he'll become a Marine, he'll complete the Crucible, which is like the final test for Marine Corps boot camp training. And he told me in the letter that he can't wait to call me after Crucible, because on that Sunday following, the recruits or the Marines at that point in time have a few hours of liberty on Parris Island where they can go to the PX, walk around, you know, kind of just do their own thing. They have a little freedom. Which means he could probably buy a burner phone that has internet. So we've got a problem, obviously, that we have an issue that needs a tissue. And there's a couple things I'm thinking about doing. Comment below, let me know what you think. First thing is, I just leave everything live. I leave the videos live, I leave the Instagram posts live for Sunday, and if he catches it, he catches it. We're still gonna have, you know, he's still gonna be very excited to see the car when he does come home, October 1st. It's still gonna be a great reaction video no matter what we do, because he's actually physically seeing the car, you know what I mean? Or I can make all the videos private for the last 3 months, literally the last 3 months, change the description for that last day, or for that, change the description so that the information for the boot camp, Operation Boot Camp t-shirts is not in there, so he doesn't really know what's going on, and archive all of my Instagram posts concerning the car, which is a lot of work. Now there is that 50% chance that he doesn't see it, he doesn't have internet and he can't, you know, look at a video or anything of that nature, and he just makes his phone call home from a payphone or something, and then that's it. Because he won't have his cell phone. I don't even know if he'll be able to buy a burner phone that has internet down there, to be honest. I don't know if you go to a payphone, because back in my day, you didn't make phone calls home. You didn't have that ability to do that stuff. We didn't have, you know, don't call me old, guys, but we didn't have cell phones. We had cell phones, but they weren't as technologically advanced as they are nowadays. We'll put it that way. You didn't have internet on your cell phones like you have nowadays. So I'm kind of concerned on what I need to do here, whether I need to freaking make everything private and delete, you know, archive posts and shit like that, and then that Sunday afterwards, you know, reopen everything back up again, knowing when, I know when Liberty ends and begins on Sunday, and hopefully he doesn't see anything, and hopefully he doesn't have a phone still to where he can call, you know, throughout the week or whatever, because there's really not much left to do other than graduation practice. I don't know how it works nowadays, guys. So I've talked to a few newer Marines that were recently in, and they kind of were saying, nah, you know, like, you can make a phone call from like the PX, but you didn't get phones. You didn't physically get phones. So it's going to be hard to say. I don't know what to do here. I'm kind of willing to chance it maybe and see if he sees the car and, you know, stuff like that. But maybe he won't see the car. Maybe he won't. But comment below, guys. Let me know what you think I should do here. Should I, you know, delete everything or make everything private and risk the chance? Or should I risk the chance, like I said, risk the chance and just let it all go and see if he sees it? Obviously, he won't see the physical car, he'll just see pictures and video of it. But let me know what you think below. Kind of a dilemma. We'll kind of go as we go with it. But other than that, guys, I'm going to end the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, Instagram, Diablo Formula Racing. And if you have not gotten that third phase t-shirt yet, go over to the website and buy your Operation Bootcamp Build third phase t-shirt, or buy all three of them if you don't have all three of them yet, or the last two or the first one, or whatever you want to buy. You know, buy whatever you want. What do you want to buy? It doesn't matter. Buy them all, buy one, buy two, buy three, whatever. But go ahead and buy them, because it's obviously helping. It's helping to purchase all the stuff that we need to get this car done. And in the next video, when I unveil the calipers behind the wheels, I have another idea that I want to share with you guys. So look out for the next video. I have another idea I want to share with you guys about the boot camp build for Zach and how he might be able to participate in the build as one of the very last videos before he leaves for MCT training. But other than that, guys, I'm gonna get home I'm gonna get home. It's been a long day. I'm tired. I'm tired, guys. All right, deuces, guys, deuces.